All right. Well, good evening, everyone. I can't see how many everyone's you are, so I will assume a cast of literally thousands. Excited to be here for the Alberta Magazine Awards. My name is Chris Turner. I'm a magazine writer and occasional editor myself. I've been in the business for 25 years next year. I was just thinking about that. Coming up on an anniversary of myself. Obviously, we can't all be together to celebrate. These are extraordinary times, but I think one of the things we've certainly all been learning over the last few months of various stages of quarantine is that we all really value stories and storytellers more than ever. And so it's wonderful to all be here tonight to celebrate some of the best work in Canadian magazines this year. I am joined by my co-host, Kenley McQuaila, and welcome to the Alberta Magazine Awards.
Thanks, Chris. This is terrific. I am so happy to be here working with you tonight, Chris, to bring some celebration to the magazine world here. This is kind of a make good for me. About 10 years ago, Suzanne from AMPA reached out to me and asked me to host this very event. And for the only time in my entire MCing career, I got deathly sick. And I couldn't do the event. And a guy named Doug Dirks from CBC Radio jumped in at the last minute. And I said to Suzanne, if I'm ever called upon again, I'm yours, you're mine, we're good to go. So here I am. I even put on this jacket. So there we go. Happy to do it. We're pleased to start the event and by bringing a message from the Minister of Culture, Multiculturalism, and Status of Women. Her name is Leela Ahir. Here's her message.
Hi everyone, I'm Leela Sharon here, Minister of Culture, Multiculturalism and the Status of Women, and I am so happy to be joining you at the Alberta Magazine Awards. Like this event, everything has been virtual these days, and your dedication to bringing quality content informs and entertains your readers on topics near and dear to their hearts. Your hard work helps make Alberta a better place for all of us and increases the strength and diversity of the economy. Whether you are a publisher or an editor or a volunteer, your commitment to your magazine is a vital part of Alberta's cultural tapestry. Thank you to all the magazine publishers for producing close to 200 titles, delivering 18 million copies to readers every year, which is a $60 million contribution to the economy. We've all had to pivot and adjust to changes in the marketplace, but you are resilient and talented Albertans. Today, we honor the Alberta Magazine Publishers Association as you keep making page-turning content. And on that note, let's get on with the show.
Okay, thank you to Minister Ahir, to the government of Alberta as a whole for its continued support through the Alberta Media Fund. Next up, we will hear from Joyce Byrne, completing her final term as AMPA board president. Joyce has recently relocated back to her hometown of Toronto. This is great news for Toronto and a tragedy for Alberta magazines. One of the first orders of business in the economic recovery, I hope, Minister Ahir, will be to get Joyce Byrne back to Alberta as soon as possible. In the meantime, though, obviously she spent 15 years working in Alberta magazines. Anyone in the industry who spent any time in it has crossed paths and been better for it. And she was an enthusiastic volunteer, donating her time, considerable talents to both AMPA and to the industry as a whole. Ladies and gentlemen, Joyce Byrne.
Well, thank you so much, Chris, for that kind introduction. Hello, good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming to the 2020 Alberta Magazine Awards. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all this evening on behalf of the board and staff of the Alberta Magazine Publishers Association. Today, we celebrate creative excellence in Alberta Magazine brands and recognize the individuals who show and tell Alberta stories. We also welcome remarks tonight from three colleagues who are outstanding in their field and exemplify AMPA's mission, our Achievement in Publishing, Editor of the Year, and Volunteer of the Year award recipients. From the get-go, our conference and awards team wanted to create something very special for 2020, as it is the 25th anniversary of the Alberta Magazine Publishers Association. But come March, as speakers were beginning to cancel and then ultimately borders closed and lockdowns began, we took the difficult decision to cancel our conference for 2020. However, our board agreed that we should prioritize releasing the results of the 2019 awards. I've always said that by celebrating the best creative work, we lift up those who deserve recognition and we inspire more great work. I think we've found an approach for 2020 that honors all the nominees and winners, and I am grateful to our AMPA staff, Suzanne Trudell and Stephanie Joe, for all that they do, but especially for bringing this together, given the current challenges that we have in doing work. Also to our partners on this broadcast, E=MC² and the Kelly brothers, and to Chris Turner and Ken Lima Coelho, our MCs this evening, all for working with us to create an awards show to remember. Our professional development schedule will resume in the fall with online opportunities, and we will begin planning our 2021 conference and awards. We are grateful to the Government of Alberta through the Alberta Media Fund for their support of our awards presentation this evening, and to them and to the Canada Council for the Arts and to the Department of Canadian Heritage of the Government of Canada for their support of the industry, especially their willingness to engage with the association around what financial resources can be made available to help our industry survive the economic crisis caused by COVID-19. While I am thanking people, I would like to recognize my colleagues on the AMPA Board of Directors who have been especially kind and helpful this year and have continued to advocate on your behalf while dealing with an unprecedented business environment. Thank you, Cecilia Hislop, Brian French, Dana Inkster, Katarina Doyle, Kim Larson, Lisa Cook, Matthew Stepanek, Ellen Percival, Rob Tanner, and Sherry Shaw Froggatt. Thank you also to those industry individuals who served on our committees this year: Terry Bullock, Ann Burke, Kata Lemon, Logan Johnson, and Stephen Sandor. To our members, the publishers, editors, art directors, sales, freelance staff, audience development staff, you have shown great resilience and innovation so far in 2020. We are so glad that you will be around to tell the next chapter of Alberta's story and to ensure that hopefulness and get her done remain part of the character. For those of you who lost the work that you loved, I see you too. You are treasured, and what is to come for you will be amazing, and I look forward to seeing you succeed. When I had the honor 2 years ago to thank the industry, I spoke from the heart about mental illness and the work we must do as managers and owners to ensure that our workplaces are resourced to help our employees. Today, I extend my personal wish that we grapple with the issues that the Black Lives Matter movement is currently placing front and center. Magazines can present diverse stories and report on issues of racism and prejudice, as well as positive anti-racism initiatives. But as owners and managers and leaders, we must do the work of self-reflecting and listening to ensure that workplace diversity as well as content diversity is top of mind. And while it is not the role of the association to direct you, we will be working on assembling the best resources we can to assist you in the coming months. So in closing, and because this will be my last opportunity to hug the mic, I'm going to take the opportunity to say the goodbye and the thank you that lockdown robbed me of. When I moved to Alberta in 2005, I was given the advice to not stay too long if it didn't feel like a fit. 5 years went by, then 10, then 15. To say it has been an honor to serve would be an understatement. I have had the great privilege of working shoulder to shoulder with so many talented people, and I will treasure the memories of this time and the colleagues and the work that we did and the industry here. And I mean, of course, my work families at Venture and at Redpoint, but also the wider publishing industry in Alberta, at AMPA, and the friendships and the ways that you have helped me grow. You will be in great hands going forward. And I want you to know that I expect only the best, and I expect that I will see it. And so let us raise a glass to our colleagues. And as I always say, sláinte, and to you, cheers.
All right, thank you very much, Joyce. That is just wonderful. We're going to miss you, but you're not far away. In the era of Zoom, nobody is far away. We can pick your brain anytime we want to make Alberta Magazine greater. Ladies and gentlemen, I know there is some weird audio things happening. We're working on it. We've got technical wizards in the background. There's hamsters on wheels and others that are sorting that out. So please know that we are working on that, and we'll get Chris's and everybody's audio sorted as best we can. This is the wonderful world of live broadcast through all sorts of wires and buttons that we didn't know how to use a few months ago, and now we're experts at troubleshooting. So we will do more on that. You know, it's an interesting moment to actually be thinking about magazines for me.
Joyce.
And here's why. And Joyce, I know you'll relate to this. When I was a student at the University of Calgary, my sanctuary was the basement of the Calgary Public Library, the old W. Castell Library building downtown in Calgary. And in the basement of that library, there was a magazine section. And I used to cut so many classes in my liberal arts degree to go down to that section and just read magazines. All sorts of magazines, everything you could possibly think of, they had. And it was such a powerful tool for me to learn about the world. There was many Alberta magazines, some of the ones that we're going to be celebrating tonight were a part of that education for me. And it was absolutely terrific because it gave me a little bit of this and a little bit of that and really brought the world alive to me. So magazines made me a great journalist. Well, I hope I was a great journalist. I applied that trade for about 15 years at the CBC, and I can thank the magazine industry for that. Now, my professors didn't love it, but I sure did. So I certainly appreciate the work that we're talking about today.
Okay.
How are we doing on tech there,
Okay, so
Rob?
carry on. Joyce, you can kick yourself out.
All right.
And
thanks, Joyce. Don't go far now. We're going to get you back. Now, this year, of course, more than 50 judges poured over the entries, and tonight we're going to recognize winners in 18 showcase and 5 achievement award categories. Thanks to all of our volunteer judges, and congratulations to everyone who submitted their work for consideration. It's not always easy to put yourself out there and say, hey, what do you think? But let's get on to the awards. We sent tonight's program earlier today, so you probably had a chance to digitally flip through that, and you can also find it on our AMPA website. So follow along if you're so inclined, or just sit back and enjoy the ride. All right, the first showcase category of the evening is Alberta Story. Entries in this category highlight a distinctly Albertan subject or perspective. Let's get to the finalists. The finalists are, hey, my friend Kevin Van Teegen, a conservationist's lasting legacy, which was published in Alberta Views.
The next nominee is Tadzio Richards for All the Rage in Alberta News.
Mike Ganley is getting a nod tonight for Broken English, that appeared in Avenue, Edmonton.
Next nominee is Stephen Sandor for Gamma, also Avenue, Edmonton.
Brian Allery wrote a piece called How Alberta is Poised to Become the Hub of the Hemp Industry, and that appeared in Tech Life today.
Next nominee is Mike Fisher for How Do We Protect the Most Vulnerable in UCalgary Alumni Magazine.
Yeah, UCalgary, proud grad. Taylor Lambert, Looking Toward the Future of Stampede, appeared in Avenue, Calgary. He's on the list today.
Another Alberta Views nominee, Sharon J. Riley for Rural Right.
Jen Webster, congratulations. You're on the list for The Dark Horse, which appeared in Western Horse Review.
Also nominated for Best Alberta Story is Walking with the Wisdom of Our Mothers and Grandmothers by Marcia Blackwater, Lisa Kozlowski, and all the contributors at Wider Horizons.
All right, well, congratulations to all the nominees. Let's start with the silver winner tonight. Taylor Lambert, Looking Toward the Future of Stampede in Avenue, Calgary. Congratulations, Taylor. Great piece. Well done.
All right, and our first gold award of the evening for Alberta Story goes to Tadzio Richards for All the Rage, Alberta Views, a great Calgary magazine, a great Calgary record.
That is just terrific. Congratulations, Tadzio. Prolific, too. I read you everywhere, so congratulations for that piece. He's a treasure, isn't he, Chris?
He is, and one of many in the stable of Evan Ossington's tremendous writing stable of Alberta Views. It very much feels like a club, like a community. We sometimes, wonder about the president of our club, Evan, but he no one thinks harder about your piece. He thinks harder about your pieces sometimes than you do as a writer. So full credit to Evan, and great to see Tadzio getting the nod to this.
That's good. And please know, Evan, that's not the first time you're going to get a job tonight. It's just inevitable. Okay, let's move on to art direction. Art direction, what a huge, important part of the magazine experience, especially for a reader like me. I've never really written on one. I've been on a cover of one, but that's another story. Art direction for a single issue is our next category. This assesses the use of imagery and graphic elements to support the theme in a single issue. Here's the finalists. Kim Larson, June 2019, Avenue, Edmonton.
And second nominee, again, Kim Larson for October 2019, Avenue, Edmonton.
Good work, Kim. You've had a good year. Ken Merrick, the analog issue, that's the magazine Link.
Also nominated Marcy Andrews for The Baking of a Legend, New Trail magazine.
And last on our list, De La Rosa, Volume 4, The Canadian Rockies Annual.
All right, congratulations to all the nominees in this category. And the silver winner for art direction for a single issue goes to Kim Larson for the October 2019 issue of Avenue, Edmonton.
Yeah, the odds were in her favor with 2 nominations. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the gold winner, Marcy Andrews, The Baking of a Legend. Good for you, Marcy.
Okay, well, moving right along, we will stay with the look of a magazine with the Best Cover Award for 2019. And
hey,
the
Chris,
finalists
before
are...
you read the finalists, how important is a good cover to magazines flying off the shelves?
Oh, I think amazingly important. It's been a few years for me since I've been right there in discussions where I was close enough to a masthead to be part of that discussion. But certainly it is seen as this is the face of the magazine. This is how people are going to see us. It's hopefully, what will make them pick us up off a newsstand and then buy it and subscribe and the rest of it. Tons of thought, every single element, the cover lines, the cover image, every single piece of it. There's probably, there's no unimportant, layout in a magazine, but probably the one that gets the most attention and the most thought. And you'll also often see magazines, have a dozen options that they cycle through before settling on one. So there's real achievement here for sure. Best cover.
All right.
I'm sure every single one of these took a ton of thought.
All right, let's hear who the best of best is. Go ahead.
Let's go. So the first nominee is Avenue Calgary, August 2019. That's Raymond Beisinger, Vanessa Brewer, and Kata Lemon contributed to that one.
All right. Next up, Amy Bronze, Evan Ossington, Beata Vickman, Brain Science. And that was Alberta Views.
Next nominee, Steve Collins and Christian Fowley for the July 2019 issue of WestJet magazine.
Lisa Kozlowski, Rob Olson, and Dana Woodward did some beautiful work. How the opioid crisis has changed the way we work, Wider Horizons.
And the last nominee, second last nominee in this category is Marcy Andrews, Lisa Cook, and Hilton Warburton for The Baking of a Legend, Avenue, Edmonton.
That's a great
Trail. Not New Trail. Not Avenue,
all right.
New Trail.
Congratulations to all the nominees. All right, tough category.
There's one more. There's one more.
Cooper and O'Hara. Cooper and O'Hara, Kim Larson, Steve Sandor. Version 2.0, Avenue, Edmonton. How can I miss that cover? That's beautiful.
Striking cover. Okay, congratulations to all the nominees in the best cover category. And let's award the Silver AMPA Award tonight to Avenue Calgary for their August 2019 issue. Excellent work, everyone down at Avenue Calgary.
All right, and the gold winner is Best Cover, WestJet, July 2019. Congratulations to Steve Collins, Christian Fowley, and the whole team over at the WestJet. Good job. Beautiful.
Very nice stuff. I assume they didn't actually get to visit space to write that piece, that they had to just
magazines will take you everywhere. Who knows? Who knows?
I'd like to apologize immediately for that joke. That was
We're really... both dads. It's fine. What's up next, Chris?
Okay, up next, we are going to give one of our first of the 3 big awards that Joyce mentioned off the top for tonight. It's Achievement in Publishing. Achievement in Publishing goes to an individual who has demonstrated long-term success and made significant contributions to the industry. This year's Achievement in Publishing recipient is Ellen Percival. When Ellen co-founded Calgary's Child magazine in 1994 with her friend, the late Sherry Keir, they distributed the publication from the back of their family cars, kids in tow. And any of us who are parents know, how messy that can get. A lot has changed since then, including outsourcing the distribution, of course. But one thing that hasn't changed is Ellen's knowledge of what a parent needs. Ellen has built her magazine into a community. At the helm of this Calgary institution, Ellen has gathered a community of readers, subject matter experts, writers, and service providers. Together, with the magazine at the center, they provide an invaluable service for people at all stages of parenting. Ellen also serves the wider magazine industry in Alberta as a mentor to new publishers and as an AMPA board member, a role in which she models a collaborative approach to addressing industry-wide issues. Please join me, I'm sure you're all clapping madly already, in congratulating Ellen Percival, who joins us to accept this award now.
Thank you so much, Chris. I'd like to thank my fellow publishers who supported this nomination and thank AMPA for recognizing me with this significant honor. I am so proud to join an esteemed group of past recipients, many of whom I'm privileged to call colleagues, mentors, and friends. Over the past 26 years of publishing, I have learned many lessons. I'd like to share a few with those just starting out in publishing. If you do what you love, success will follow. Always look forward, never back. Trust your instincts, because when you don't, you'll always wish you had. Trust me on that one. Surround yourself with excellence. I have the privilege of working with an incredibly talented and committed team. Without them, Calgary's Child wouldn't be possible. And finally, never take success for granted, and I don't. I'm so grateful to my family, to our advertisers, community partners, writers, supporters, friends, and readers. Congratulations to all the nominees and recipients of the 2020 Alberta Magazine Awards. I'd also like to take a moment on behalf of AMPA to thank Joyce Byrne for her many years of leadership, guidance, and service as president of the board. We wish her all the best on her next grand adventure.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you very much, Ellen. On a personal note, in my day job, I work for the YMCA here in Calgary. I cannot tell you how many times a parent said to me, I'm in charge of marketing, well, I saw that you're doing this program or this camp or this swimming lesson in Calgary's Child. So thank you very much for supporting community and all the people that you've helped get the kids out of the house. That is really appreciated.
Needed now more than ever. I think all of us parents would agree.
We already talked to you this week. More to come.
Yes.
All right, let's go on now with the showcase category. Digital presence. The category judges selected Tech Life Today as the gold winner. Congratulations to the whole team over there. Brian Allery, Marta Gold, Sherry Crastel, Scott Messenger, and Liz Pittman. Wonderful job to our friends at Tech Life Today.
All right, great work, Tech Life Today, an increasingly important part of the magazine business for sure, digital presence. Our next category for the Alberta Magazine Awards is editorial package. Entries in this category include any collection of articles on a related theme in a single issue. So not every magazine does this every issue, but sometimes they'll decide this issue we're going all out on a topic, and that's that's who we're honoring in this category. Finalists in this category are, first, All In for Stampede, Avenue Calgary Magazine, Shelley Arnish, Colin Gallant, Andrew Gilbert, Jennifer Hamilton, and Kata Lemon, and all the contributors to that magazine.
All right, Best Restaurants, Avenue Edmonton, of course, helmed by Stephen Sandor and Kim Larson.
Next nominee is, again, Avenue Edmonton for their innovation issue. Stephen Sandor and Kim Larson and all the contributors.
Shout out to Evan and his team, January and February 2019 Alberta Views, Evan Ossington, and all the contributors for The Pipeline Divide.
I think the name looks familiar there on that cover, actually. Next nominee is Leap Magazine for Leap Gets Personal, Summer 2019. Meredith Bailey and the contributors.
Up next, Powered Up, New Trail. Lisa Cook and the whole team contributing to that beautiful piece of work. Wow.
Our next nominee is WestJet Magazine for their Taste of Travel issue. Diane Bolt, Sarah Sampson, and contributors nominated there.
The Insider issue, Winter 2019 for Leap Magazine. Jill Foran and contributors are nominated in this category.
Next nominee is New Trail Magazine for Thesis, Thoughts on Learning. Mifi Purvis and contributors.
Unraveling Drug Addiction. Some serious stuff here. How the opioid crisis has changed the way we work. Wider Horizons. Shelley Betcher, Terry Bullock, Lisa Kozlewski, and contributors.
Okay, congratulations to all the nominees in Best Editorial Package. And the silver winner for Best Editorial Package goes to Avenue Edmonton for their innovation issue. Stephen Sander, editor, Kim Larson, art director.
And the gold winner in the editorial package category, New Trail, Powered Up. Lisa Cook is the editor. Congratulations to the team over at New Trail. Great job.
Excellent work, as always, from the folks at New Trail. Congratulations. For our next, this is another one of the standalone awards. I am pleased to present the Editor of the Year Achievement Award. This award is given to an individual who has achieved excellence in fulfilling the magazine's mandate and serving all its readers. This year's recipient is Lisa Kozlowski, editor at Wider Horizons at Lethbridge College. Lisa proves with her work at Wider Horizons that being an editor is about far more than merely hitting the grammar and spell check functions on a computer. Judges said her magazine consistently reaches into difficult and fascinating terrain and delivers stories that entertain, engage, and educate. Under Lisa's leadership, Wider Horizons is an elegant, smart, and enjoyable magazine, the product of an editor who knows and loves what she's doing. Congratulations to Lisa, who called in to be right here with us live this evening.
Thank you, Chris, and thank you, AMPA. When I moved to Lethbridge 17 years ago, it was not great. I had left behind a newspaper career in Philadelphia that I loved. I was stuck at home with a toddler during one of the coldest winters in memory, and I discovered I wasn't very good at freelancing. At one low point, I went to work in a wine shop, as I had been spending plenty of time there already, but that only lasted 3 days. The long-term prospects seemed bleak at best. I figured I would never feel at home or find a home here. But a few years later, this job opened up at Lethbridge College, giving me the chance to, among other things, write and edit for Wider Horizons magazine. When I walked in that first day and met my talented, fun, smart, and inspiring colleagues, I felt like I was coming home. Since then, that feeling has only grown. With each issue of Wider Horizons, I have been encouraged to take risks, try new things, and always keep learning. So much of that education has happened thanks to AMPA and the amazing Alberta alumni magazine editors I've gotten to know over the years. And that risk-taking and creativity has been nurtured and supported by my supervisors and colleagues across campus, including those who nominated me for this award, as well as by college leaders who, even in these difficult financial times, still see the value in a printed publication. I want to send a huge thank you out to all of them tonight. One of the things I think these last months have shown us is how much stories still matter, and maybe matter more than ever. Our magazines and the printed and visual stories we tell in them can change lives and build our communities. Talk about essential work. So thank you, AMPA, for recognizing and celebrating this essential work tonight. And thank you to my colleagues, the contributors, family, friends, and everyone in the Lethbridge College community for helping me find my way to this work that I love and for truly making Lethbridge feel like home.
Congratulations, Lisa. That's terrific. Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard a wonderful presentation by Lisa, but what you didn't see was the tech support she got from her teenager just a few minutes ago, so that all went down. How many other people have teenage tech support? Constant help. Good job, Lisa. Congrats. Everyone's supporting everybody.
Cheers.
All right, the next showcase category is Emerging Writer. Now this one's special, sponsored by the Amber Webb Barrowman Memorial Foundation. Sadly, the foundation's annual lawn bowling fundraiser, the famous Sugar Bowl, had to be canceled this year. I'm always the MC of that event. I love it. It's terrific because I'm MCing, I don't have to lawn bowl. But it's canceled, but they're still accepting donations through the website. In fact, this is cool. They're shamelessly auctioning off both first and second place honors to the highest bidder. That's right. You can buy a win, knock Marcello and his team right off the podium. You get your name engraved. You're good to go on the trophy. Now, your donations allow the foundation to continue its support, of course, of emerging writers and journalists in Western Canada. Right now, the winning bid sits at $250. So, but if you want to knock Doug Dirks from CBC Radio off that pedestal and win the Sugar Bowl this year, you just need to bid. So go to the Amber Webb Barrowman Memorial Foundation website, put some bids in, and you too could be a pretend great athlete. All right, finalists now in the emerging writer category. Suwaiba Ghana, Clashes of Faith, which appeared in Glass Buffalo.
Next nominee is Stephanie Joe for Full Circle in Avenue Calgary.
Alexa Hersoon, Only Skin Deep. once again, Glass Buffalo.
And the last nominee in emerging writer is Nathan Kuntz for True Calling in Loop magazine.
All right, congratulations to all the nominees. The silver winner, Stephanie Joe, Avenue, Calgary. Congratulations, Stephanie.
And our gold winner in the emerging writer category is Alexa Hersoon for Only Skin Deep in Glass Buffalo. Congratulations, Alexa.
That's terrific.
So hopefully someone decides to donate in her name to the Sugar Bowl and take over that much coveted bragging rights for the next year.
Absolutely. When you actually have to bowl, I've seen you at that event. I've seen Austinton's team too. There's a dress-up contest. So frankly, if you want to donate even more, then you don't have to dress in anything but sweatpants. That's the rule. There it is. It works for COVID too. It's great. Okay, moving forward in articles in the essay category. Those include those from a writer's perspective, which is paramount, of course. Let's talk about the finalists right now. Sable Sweetgrass, 29 more years of colonization since 1990, appeared in New Forum.
Darren Hagen for 50 Years of Freedom, Avenue Edmonton magazine.
Anang Mingwan's Bean, Gathering Color, Snapline.
Trina Moyles for Herd Memory in Alberta Views.
Alice Major asking the age-old question, how does a poet stay relevant? That appeared in Westward.
Next nominee is Jane Chamberlain for Indeed a Peach on Writing in a Medical School. That appeared in Filling Station.
Congrats to the nominee, Maya Gupta. Now I think I know what you tried to say to me in Glass Buffalo.
And our last nominee in the Best Essay category for 2019, Liam Monahan for Ready to Leave Without Warning, Alberta Views magazine.
Okay, congrats everybody. The silver winner, Anang Mingwan Beans for Gathering Color, Snapline. Congratulations, Anang.
And our gold award in the essay category goes to Sable Sweetgrass for 29 more years of colonization since 1990, New Forum magazine. Big congratulations, Sable. Category very dear to my heart. I think essays are really one of just the backbone of a great magazine is a good essay. And so congratulations to you for the best one of 2019.
That's impressive. Well done. Okay, let's go back to the design categories now. The next up is feature design. The finalists are Raymond Beisinger and Vanessa Brewer, Avenue's Best Neighborhoods 2019, Avenue, Calgary.
Marcy Andrews, Luke Lucas, and John Ulan for Handmaid Tales in New Trail magazine.
You're going to hear these names a lot. Marcy Andrews, Luke Lucas, and this time Stephen P. Hughes, Powered Up, New Trail.
Next nominee in Best Feature Design is Steve Collins and Teresa Johnston for Taste of Travel, WestJet magazine.
Kim Larson gets another nod for The Boxer, Avenue, Edmonton.
And congratulations to all the nominees in the category of Best Feature Design. The silver award in the category goes to Marcy Andrews for Powered Up, New Trail magazine.
And she's just not comfortable just winning one, so we're giving her two. The gold also goes to Marcy Andrews for Handmaid Tales from New Trail. Congratulations, Marcy. That is a lot of virtual hardware to be walking around with. Well done.
And well earned. It's a stunning magazine. Just a beautiful looking magazine for sure.
Great. All right, let's head to feature writing or long feature. The long feature writing category includes any fact-based work of nonfiction more than 2,000 words. The finalists: Scott Messenger, A Long Trip Through Arctic for a Rare Bird, Tech Life Today.
Arno Kopecki for Can Climate Change Be Reversed, Alberta Views magazine.
I sure hope so. Hey, here's a guy who's getting a nomination. I'm looking at the name, it doesn't seem familiar to me. Chris Turner, Cold Pipe, Hot Rhetoric, Alberta Views. Congrats, Chris.
Thank you. I swear I had no influence with the judges whatsoever. Right. Our next nominee is Ian Doig for Crisis Control in Grains West magazine.
Hey, Ian. I remember him from the university. Fox magazine a million years ago. Good to see Ian. Ryan Stewart, Finding Home, Canadian Rockies Annual.
Next nominee is Aaron Tittensor for Labor Trafficking in Alberta, Avenue, Calgary.
The next nominee I follow on Twitter, Twim Tim Querengesser, Sight Unseen from the Yards.
Next nominee is Ruth Richard for The Afterlife of Cemeteries, Avenue, Calgary.
The next nominee is Marcello DiCintio. Hey, Marcello, The Two-Tiered Food System, which appeared in Avenue, Calgary.
And our last nominee in the category of feature writing long, a man who is also one of the best long feature editors I've ever had the pleasure to work with, Curtis Gillespie, for The Twists and Turns of the Cinnamon Sprinkled Trail in New Trail magazine.
Great job. All right. Congrats to all the nominees. Now, here we go. The silver winner. Ooh, he's the only nominee in the category I could actually give the microphone to make a speech, so I won't. No, I'm kidding. I'll still give it to you. Chris Turner, Alberta Views. Congratulations, Chris, on your silver win.
Oh, well, thanks so much again. I had no influence over the judging. Really, this and any award I win at Alberta Views belongs to the heavy-handed editing of Evan Ossington, who continues to not let me write about baseball for that magazine. I don't know why. I beg him and beg him. And finally, the Gold Award, well-deserved in long feature writing, goes to Arno Kopecky for Can Climate Change Be Reversed? Alberta Views magazine. Congratulations, Arno. Arno does fantastic work on this very vital topic.
Amazing. Great. And ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you that this category is not fixed because I was not nominated in any category. So you know it's not rigged. We're good. All right, let's move. We went from long form, let's go to features short. The finalists in the short feature writing category are
Fiona Tapp for A Vintage Toy Story, WestJet magazine.
Teresa Kaler gets a nod. Oh, sorry, Therese, How to Catch Fire, New Trail.
Tara Holmwood for Hunting with the Masters, Conservation magazine.
Here comes Tim Querengesser again, Krylan Crew, Avenue, Edmonton.
Next nominee in short feature writing, Marta Gold, maker of Nate's original logo mosaic, revisits her work 50 years later, Tech Life Today.
Scott Morrison gets a nod for On Air, Avenue, Edmonton.
And also from Avenue Edmonton, Stephen Sandor for We Are Young.
Another nominee tonight and another nomination in another category is Mifi Purvis, When Your Thoughts Run Away With You, New Trail.
Congratulations to all the nominees in short feature writing. As someone who frequently writes way too long, I can tell you writing short is actually way harder than writing long. So this is some really tremendous work here. And the silver winner in the category is Mifi Purvis for When Your Thoughts Run Away With You in New Trail magazine.
And here it is, the gold. Congratulations to Scott Morrison, On Air, Avenue, Edmonton. Well done.
All right, great work, Scott. Congratulations. We will move right along to our next category here at the 2019 Alberta Magazine Awards. It is in fiction. Obviously, a category important enough. There are whole Alberta magazines and magazines beyond that do nothing but fiction, a very storied and hotly contested category. And our first nominee in the fiction category is Lynn M. McLean for Cold War in On Spec.
All right, here's an aptly named one for COVID. Jake Cardinal, Cutting My Hair at the Jubilee. Glass Buffalo.
The next nominee, also in Glass Buffalo, fantastic fiction magazine, is Shelby Carlton for Darred.
Tyler Hine, Don't Finish, Funicular.
And another nominee in Funicular, the now Tasmania-based Todd Babiak for Duck.
I'm sure he's watching in Tasmania.
I'm sure he's whatever. I'm sure it's It's Friday there, I think, midday.
Pretty early. We're not worth missing. We're there. Sarah L. Johnson, Elegy, which appeared in On Spec.
Next nominee is James Cockwell for Ghost Box, Glass Buffalo magazine.
Fraser Calderwood gets a nod for Paula, which appeared in Freefall.
Next nominee in fiction is Laura Legg for Simple Church in Funicular.
Rona Altros, The Shave, Alberta Views.
And our congratulations to all the nominees in the fiction category. And our silver winner for 2019 is Laura Legg for Simple Church in Funicular.
Congratulations, Laura. That's great. And the gold goes to Fraser Calderwood for Paula, which appeared in Freefall. Congratulations, Fraser. Great job.
All right. And moving from pictures drawn in your mind with words to pictures on the page. See, that's a pro segue right there.
Ooh, that was hot. That was well done.
We now move to the illustration category. And our finalists in the illustration category are Glenn Harvey for A Year in the Making, Leap Magazine.
This is one of my favorite categories. The illustrators bring things to life. I love it. Elijah Cardinal Whitford, Cutting My Hair at the Jubilee, Glass Buffalo.
The next nominee is Stephen P. Hughes for How to Catch Fire, New Trail Magazine.
We're giving a nod tonight to Nico Machizek, Looking Toward the Future of Stampede, Avenue, Calgary.
And a nominee as well is Pete Ryan in Leap Magazine for Practicing Compassion.
Christian Rosecat, The Hum, Avenue, Edmonton.
And our next nominee is Christian Fowley for To the Moon, WestJet Magazine.
Emily Chu, congratulations. You're nominated for Troublings, Avenue, Edmonton.
Our congratulations to all the nominees in illustration. Truly one of the great arts of magazines. You see it in other places, but really I think magazines are where you sometimes see some of the best showcased illustration, where they get whole pages to play around with and that sort of thing. And our silver winner in the category this year is Pete Ryan for Practicing Compassion, Leap Magazine.
This was a tight contest, but the gold goes to Christian Fowley, To the Moon, WestJet Magazine. Congrats.
All right, and we continue with our visual awards this evening with three photography categories. The first of them is photo essay or series. And the finalists in this category are, first, Cooper and O'Hara for 25 Fave Eats, Avenue, Edmonton.
Curtis Como, Cheers, again, Avenue, Edmonton.
Jared Bautista for Fall Fabulous, Avenue, Calgary Magazine.
Now this is fun. I remember I mentioned I've only appeared on one cover. It was shot by this guy in another magazine. Jared Sitch, congratulations. He's getting the nod for Fall Fashion in Portland, WestJet Magazine.
Also nominated in the Best Photograph Essay or Series is Jerry Cordero for Humans of Edmonton, Alberta Views.
All right. Joey Podlubny gets the nod for Lens of Respect, Alberta Views.
The next nominee in this category, Steve Collins for Los Alamos, California, WestJet Magazine.
Guillaume Nollet, congrats. You're the nod for Who Keeps the Honey Industry Alive, Alberta Views. That was a great piece.
Congratulations to all the finalists in the category of photograph, essay, or series. And our silver winner tonight is Cooper and O'Hara for 25 Fave Eats, Avenue, Edmonton. Congrats, Cooper and O'Hara.
Great coverage. And the gold winner is Guillaume Nollet. Congrats. Who Keeps the Honey Industry Alive, Alberta Views. Congratulations, Guillaume. Well done.
All right, and we move right along with another photo category. Our second of the night is Landscape Still Life or Architecture. And our finalists in this category are
Steve Kuno, On the Banks of the Old Man River, Alberta Views.
Lovely stuff. Next nominee is Mark Jinks for Red-Winged Blackbird at Vermilion Lakes, Canadian Rockies Annual.
What a beautiful image. That's amazing. Jake Finnan gets a nod. Oh, sorry, Jared Sickwell. I better talk about Jake first. I just said it. Jake Finnan, Scrambling the Wedge at Sunrise, Canadian Rockies Annual. And then I blew it, but he knows. Jared Sitch, he gets one for Scandi Style Home on the Range, Avenue Magazine. Sorry, I messed with the mojo a little bit there.
It's fine because he's got a whole other nomination for his September cover at WestJet Magazine. So Jared Sitch again nominated for his September cover at WestJet. Congratulations to all the nominees in photo, landscape, still life, or architecture. And our silver award for 2019 goes to Jake Finnan for Scrambling the Wedge at Sunrise, Canadian Rockies Annual.
And finally, the gold medal goes to Steve Kuno, On the Banks of the Old Man River, Alberta Views. What a beautiful piece of work. Well done.
Congratulations. And now we will move on to our third and final photo category of the night, People and Portraiture. And our finalists in this category are
Curtis Trent, a collaborative approach which appeared in Leap.
Bluefish Studios for Cutting Edge Kitchen, Avenue Edmonton.
Another nod for Avenue Edmonton, Iron Man, Curtis Trent.
Katie Marie for Kimura Schindler, WestJet Magazine.
Graham McCarroll, Paul Ziska, Impact Magazine.
And our last nominee in the category is Colin Way for The Contender, Avenue Edmonton.
Once again, beautiful portraiture work. Really, really lovely. Okay, congratulations. The silver winner, Curtis Trent, Iron Man, Avenue Magazine.
And our gold winner in the category of photograph, people in portraiture, is Bluefish Studios for Cutting Edge Kitchen, also appeared in Avenue Edmonton. Congratulations to Bluefish Studios.
Beautiful work there. Okay, this is the moment where we get to honor somebody really special. Obviously, nothing happens in our society, but particularly in magazines, in this case, without the dedication of volunteers. 60 judges tonight were volunteers. And now we get to award the next achievement category, Volunteer of the Year. This one is awarded to an individual who's demonstrated they have bettered the industry through their involvement. Thanks to our valued colleagues at Magazines Canada. Thanks for sponsoring this award category. This year's recipient is, the list is long, a poet, an author, a creative writing professor who has invested her time and considerable talents to support Canadian literary artists. As the co-founder of Freefall Magazine, Micheline Mailer leads a team of volunteers and has created a community where writers grow and gain confidence and thrive. Over her career, she's done so much. She's edited the work of hundreds of poets, reviewed manuscripts, collaborated with arts organizations. She was one of my favorite poet laureates here in Calgary, and of course has hosted, created, and presented countless events that highlight the work of the Canadian literary artists that we're so proud of. Congratulations to Micheline, who's with us tonight. Micheline, welcome. Congrats.
Thank you, Ken. I appreciate the introduction. I've been with Freefall Magazine for 14 years, according to my calculations. So this was a 14-year overnight success of being Volunteer of the Year. It is an especially meaningful award to me because when I started Freefall on this new path that it's on, well, not new 14 years ago, my partner Lynn Fraser and I had this vision, and she also won this award, and she passed away, and in her place came Ryan Stromquist and Crystal McKenzie, who have been amazing, and I couldn't have done any of this without the three of them, without Lynn Fraser and Ryan Stromquist and Crystal McKenzie. And I love Freefall and all that AMPA has done for it over the years, for all of its support, including the poetry category, the fiction category, and all of the nods to all of the artists who work so hard with their imaginations in Alberta. I appreciate this so very much, and thank you, thank you, thank you.
Congratulations, Micheline. That is terrific. Everybody's virtually clapping. I think that's how we do it like this, Jess. Well done. All right, well, no surprise, the next category, we have to follow that with poetry. And the finalists are, once again, from Freefall Magazine, Evan Nielsen, A Prolapsarian Fall, circa 66 million BC.
Next nominee in the poetry category, Adriana Onitza for Dream, where I curate an exhibit in my childhood home, La Hilava, in Glass Buffalo.
Estlin McPhee for Lupo Manoro, Glass Buffalo.
Melanie Power for Harvest, also in Glass Buffalo.
All right, congrats nominees. The silver winner tonight, Adriana Onitza, Dream, where I curate an exhibit in my childhood home, La Hilava, in Glass Buffalo.
And the gold winner in the poetry category for 2019, Estlin McPhee for Lupo Manaro, Glass Buffalo. Congratulations to Estlin.
That's great. A bunch of wonderful poets, just preceded by one of the finest my city's produced. Michelin. Congratulations, everyone. All right, we're moving on now to profile writing. Finalists in profile writing category are Paul Kingsmith, A Matter of Facts, the Troy Reeb story from Wider Horizons.
Curtis Gillespie. Oh, sorry, you go ahead.
Curtis Gillespie, Beyond the Bench, New Trail.
Doug Horner for Changing the Culture of Canadian Policing, Alberta Views.
Scott Messenger for Daryl McIntyre, veteran Edmonton anchorman at the Crossroads, Tech Life Today.
Our next nominee in profile writing, Stephen Sandor for Face Value, Avenue Edmonton.
Carolyn Vandevever for Giant Spirits, that appeared in Link.
Lynn Martell in Canadian Rockies Annual for Leading the Way.
Rob Jeffrey, Seeing into the Future, The Yards.
And our final nominee in the profile writing category, Stephen Sandor for The Boxer, Avenue Edmonton.
All right, well done. This is a competitive category. The silver winner in profile writing, Curtis Gillespie for Beyond the Bench, New Trail.
Congratulations, Curtis. Always great to see your name in attached to a prize, as we do very often. And our gold award, Best Profile of 2019, is awarded to Scott Messenger for his profile of Daryl McIntyre in Tech Life Today. Congratulations, Scott.
Okay, if you can believe it, Chris, we're now on to our final showcase category already. This time we're honoring great work in service journalism. This is an important category, isn't it, Chris?
It is, yeah. This is the stuff, I think it really showcases, I guess, sort of the personality or identity of a magazine. You have a bunch of different points of view, writers offering, their essay or whatever, but this is where you get the stuff that, often is what readers keep coming back for, the how-tos, the sort of packages that show you, the guide to this or that. And it sometimes seems, I think, as a reader, or it can seem kind of just sort of expected and automatic. But it actually takes tremendous care and skill to put together a service journalism package that both does a very good job of informing while also being kind of an interesting read in its own way.
Cool. Well, let's look at who we're honoring tonight. Congratulations to Bert Archer for his nomination for All Inclusive that appeared in WestJet magazine.
Also nominated for service journalism is Nikki Wilson for From the Den and Back Again, Canadian Rockies Annual.
Scott Messenger, once again, How I Learned to Be a Healthier Eater, appeared in Tech Life Today.
Another nominee is Shelley Betcher, Terry Bullock, Curtis Gillespie, and Lisa Kozlowski for Unraveling Drug Addiction, How the Opioid Crisis Has Changed the Way We Work, Wider Horizons.
Kevin Brooker, Christina Freudenthaler, Andrew Jobert, Jennifer Hamilton, Jalen Molyneux, Jackie Moore, and Julia Williams for Urban Survival Guide. Of course, Avenue Calgary.
And our final nominee in service journalism, Mike Fisher for Who Will Help Mom, New Calgary Alumni Magazine.
All right, here we go. The Silver Award tonight for service journalism goes to Avenue Calgary's Urban Survival Guide. Congratulations to the whole crew. Good work.
Great work as always from Avenue Calgary. And our gold award goes tonight to Wider Horizon for their Unraveling Drug Addiction package. Excellent work there. Congratulations to everyone at Wider Horizon.
All right, well, we're moving through. We're heading into the final categories of the evening. How's everybody doing? You're good? Got your drink? I'm not telling you what's in here. Chris, I know what's in yours. No wonder you're talking so fast. No, I'm kidding.
I didn't think to use a non-transparent vessel. Amateur mistake, clearly.
That's right. All right, let's go. These are some big ones. Magazines of the year. This year, AMPA extended the category to include our colleagues in the Western provinces. So we've welcomed 4 finalists in the BC Magazine of the Year category. The first finalist is Fly Fusion. The team at Fly Fusion have a history of being adaptable and responsive to the magazine media ecosystem. And how important is that these days? With a successful television series, a film festival, and a print magazine, of course. Fly Fusion is grounded in creating world-class content for its niche audience, but a big niche. In 2019, the team reimagined the magazine, adding new leadership in the editorial department, and rebranded itself as the soul of fly fishing.
Our next nominee, finalist in British Columbia Magazine of the Year, a long-serving and highly regarded fiction magazine, Subterrane, which serves its readers with an eclectic fusion of fiction, poetry, photography, and graphic illustration. In 2019, Subterrane partnered with Emily Carr Design students to illustrate its Shame issue, programmed an event at Word Vancouver, and successfully expanded its efforts to share the magazine with a broader audience.
Western Living, another staple, centered on home design and decor, food, wine, travel, the good stuff of life. The team at Western Living keeps its radar tuned to what's new and unusual, and shares the best of what they discover with its dedicated readers. Western Living understands its audience, so important, and continues to amp up yearly staples like Designers and Foodies of the Year awards. They shine the spotlight on the people who contribute to culture in the West and share that unique lifestyle with readers in a sophisticated and well-designed package.
And our fourth and final finalist for British Columbia Magazine of the Year is Vancouver Magazine, which has distinguished itself as an indispensable Vancouver playbook. Its editorial coverage in 2019 featured more of the city's people, from drag queens to environmental activists to up-and-coming fashion designers, to better reflect those who inhabit and shape the city. The magazine, launched in 1967, moves easily from in-depth analysis of city issues to fashion, expert travel advice, and the very best that Vancouver has to offer. Congratulations to all the nominees in the British Columbia Magazine of the Year award, and the award goes to Vancouver Magazine. Congratulations, Vancouver Magazine. Let's hear from Editor-in-Chief, Annika Quinn.
Hi everyone, I'm Annika Quinn. I'm the editorial director of Western Living and Vancouver Magazines. Thanks so much for this acknowledgement from AMPA and for creating an award like this. I'm here from my home office right now, as I know we all are, and getting this kind of acknowledgement at a time like this is, I think, all the sweeter. Though I do wish we were all in the same space together, celebrating with a glass of wine, maybe a shot or two. Curtis, I'm sure I could get you on board. And a huge thanks to the team, Stacey McLaughlin, Alyssa Hirose, Neil McLennan, Jenny Reed, Kathy Mullally, Nathan Kiddow. We couldn't do it, I think, without each other, and I'm grateful that we all have each other right now. I hope everybody else is staying safe and healthy, and that magazines live forever. Thanks.
Hey guys. Guys? Yeah.
All right, congratulations to Van Mag. Well done. Now we're going to head east to Manitoba for the Manitoba finalists. First up, Canada's History Magazine. This year's Canada's History Magazine, formerly known as The Beaver, will celebrate its 100th anniversary, and that is quite an achievement in the magazine world, or frankly any business. That's amazing. Canada's history continues to inspire readers with vibrant, rich, and compelling stories. It doesn't avoid the challenges of the past, however, and regularly tackles controversial topics, all in an effort to give Canadians the historical context to better understand today's events. 2019 included a package on Prime Minister John A. Macdonald and his racism against Indigenous people, in addition to a package on the legacy of the Montreal Massacre. The team prioritizes the inclusion of more diverse stories from our country's past.
Our second finalist for Manitoba Magazine of the Year is Conservator. Conservator is created by Ducks Unlimited, and it elevates the values and priorities of its highly engaged membership. As both a wetland conservation leader and as a science-based adaptive organization, the magazine meets the needs and high expectations of its audience with relevant and engaging content on important conservation issues.
And third Manitoba finalist is Kayak, Canada's history magazine for kids. Kayak excels in making history fun to read with illustrations that appeal to a generation awash in digital imagery and with its use of straightforward, concrete language. In addition to its regular issues, in 2019, it published a successful digital-only classroom edition, Great Canadian Women, which highlighted the lives of trailblazers.
Fantastic work from all the nominees in this category, and let us all wish a happy 100th birthday to Manitoba's Magazine of the Year, Canada's History. And let's hear directly from Editor-in-Chief Mark Reed.
Hi, my name is Mark Reed, Editor-in-Chief of Canada's History Magazine in Winnipeg. We want to say thank you so much on behalf of the entire team to the judges and organizers, and also our supporters and our donors. Without you, we would not be able to do what we do, and we're eternally grateful for your support. So as we enter a century of publishing, we turn 100 this fall. We look forward to another century of storytelling, and all the best to our fellow magazine publishers and editors everywhere across the country. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're on.
Congratulations, Mark and the whole team at Canada's History. Hey, Chris, fun fact, Mark and I went to journalism school together at the University of King's College in Halifax, Nova Scotia in 1996. I'm glad to see one of us made something of ourselves. Good work.
And that is nice to see, and a beautiful school, King's College.
Yeah, great. All right, moving to Saskatchewan now. Jurors in the Saskatchewan category cut to the chase and just named a winner. They named Black Flash the Saskatchewan Magazine of the Year. Formerly known as the Photographer's Gallery, the magazine was founded in 1963 by members of an artist-run center in Saskatoon. Now, Black Flash is an internationally recognized resource and authority on Canadian and international contemporary art. Its critical opinions, discussions of emerging issues, and innovative ideas about divergent artistic practice across Canada foster a rich public engagement with image-based practices. In 2019, Black Flash refocused its direction in an effort to better serve its community and reflect the practices of artists working today, while affirming its distinctive prairie voice. Congratulations to Black Flash. Here is editor Maxine Proctor.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Maxine Proctor, the managing editor of Black Flash magazine. On behalf of the whole team, thank you so much for this award. I'd like to take this moment to thank our incredibly dedicated board of directors, both current and past members, our editorial committee, and our advisory committee. Thank you to Canada Council for the Arts and the Saskatchewan Arts Board for 37 years of generous support. Lastly, a special thank you to our readers and all of the artists and writers who have shared your vision and passion with us. Please keep supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. Solidarity today and every day. Thank you.
And you're live.
Thanks so much, Maxine. And now we move on to AMPA's home province of Alberta. And first up is Best New Magazine for Alberta 2019. This recognition goes to a new magazine that best demonstrates excellence in editorial design, fulfills a niche within the industry, and has strong potential for long-term sustainability. And our first finalist in this category is Funicular. The jury said this high-quality magazine delivers on content and delights with the many Easter eggs that can be found throughout. Its strong editorial content is wrapped up in a beautiful and fun package. Its editors have breathed life into Funicular, giving it a remarkably clear and distinctive voice so early in its life.
Judges said New Forum respectfully borrows from an old magazine and reestablishes itself with a strong feminist voice and vision. New Forum's content takes an updated approach, and the publishers have demonstrated a solid understanding of sustainability by including events and contests for its community of readers.
And our third finalist in Alberta's Best New Magazine category is The Gateway. Student publication out of the University of Alberta recently transitioned from a long-standing newspaper to what the jury describes as a beautifully crafted magazine, which thoughtfully integrates with its editorial content. Though it exists as a space for new writers, it holds its own against non-student publications and is informative, engaging, and clearly understands its audience and their interests. Our congratulations to all the finalists. You know, I said off the top, I've been 25 years in this business, and every year I think we say at these events, it's a tough year to be starting a new magazine, and it's always true, but never more so than now. And so best of luck to all the new magazines out there. And congratulations to these three finalists. And the Alberta Best New Magazine recipient for this year is The Gateway. And here is a message from The Gateway.
Good evening, fellow AMPA members. My name is Adam Lahatch, Editor-in-Chief at The Gateway. Thank you so much for having us here tonight. It's a little weird being all digital and everything, but thanks so much. There's a couple of people I really want to thank. I want to thank Andrew, Christine, Pia, Peter, Tina. There's so many other volunteers and paid staff from this year and years prior that I also want to thank. Thank you so much as well to AMPA for allowing us to be on this stage with so many talented writers and contributors within Alberta and all of Western Canada.
And you're live.
Congratulations to the team at the Gateway. It's great to see students getting recognized as well. Congrats, and keep it going with the Gateway. All right, if you can believe it, Chris, our final award of the night is up. This is the big one, Alberta Magazine of the Year. Let's tell you about the finalists. The first finalist is Avenue Calgary. Long known as an informative source of what to do in Calgary, in 2019, Avenue Magazine increasingly addressed complex, difficult, timely topics as part of their editorial package. The jury cited examples of insightful writing in Full Circle and related stories that describe the evolving relationship between Indigenous people and the Calgary Stampede as an example. Avenue Calgary demonstrated creative and ongoing strategies to engage readers beyond the pages of the magazine, especially in really visible campaigns such as the Made in Alberta Awards, Top 40 Under 40. I was a judge for that once. It's really hard. The Best Restaurants and Dinner Series, and the 2019 Best Neighborhood.
Our next finalist for Alberta Magazine of the Year, Impact Magazine. Impact is a high-quality service magazine for people who live active lives. The jury said it brings outstanding content to every issue with authoritative editorial and consistent design. It's like a trusted coach. It motivates and it inspires. The magazine does a masterful job describing fitness routines and the how-to photographs that demonstrate multiple phases of the same exercise are well conceived. Impact's overall design is with highly readable fonts and graphically pleasing illustrations and photographs.
Congratulations to my friend Elaine Koopser at Impact. Great job. The third finalist is Wider Horizons. Now, while the Lethbridge College magazine exists to serve alumni, jurists said it also takes a bold approach to help readers understand the intersection of its alumni and everyday life in Southern Alberta. It thinks way beyond its campus in tackling ambitious content with minimal staff and resources. Walking with the wisdom of our mothers and grandmothers and unraveling drug addiction, two pieces you heard nominated over and over today, are well considered expansive and ambitious editorial projects.
All right, our congratulations to all the nominees. And the 2020 Alberta Magazine of the Year recipient is Avenue Calgary. And here with a message is Avenue Calgary editor and absolute stalwart of Alberta Magazine's Kate Lowe.
I'd like to thank the judges in AMPA for this honor. This year marks Avenue's 25th year in publication, so in some ways this is the perfect time to celebrate our successes. But this is certainly a bittersweet win. Due to COVID-19, many of the people responsible for Avenue winning this award are no longer employed with us. I want to thank Redpoint Media and Pete Graves for the continued support of the Avenue project, and of course my incredible coworkers, contributors, and interns past and present. In particular, I want to thank Sarah Nealon, Shelley Arnish, Jalen Molyneux, Alyssa Quirico, Alana Willerton, Colin Gallant, Jared Sitch, and last but never least, Vanessa Brewer and Jennifer Hamilton. There is simply too much that I could say, and far, far too many thank yous owed to this wonderful team.
Thanks, Kata. Congratulations to you and the whole great team over at Avenue Calgary. I know how hard you work. You do a great job, and that was recognized tonight. Well, we wish the many magazines, including yours, many successful years ahead. Well, folks, Chris, that's it for the 2019 Alberta Magazine Awards. Now, in a pre-COVID world, we'd be headed to Peanuts Pub to catch up with colleagues and offer our congratulations, to hug and to high five. Finalists and winners, we owe you a drink until we're together again. But in the meantime, please accept our warmest congratulations for all the amazing work that you've done to sustain great stories in Alberta. And we really, really are proud of all of you in Western Canada for the work you do in that business.
Congratulations to everyone. This is definitely the moment where you feel the pandemic's weight on you, because of course when you come to these events, as we all know, half of it is the event really starts now. As you say, Ken, when everyone gets to go have a drink, they can loosen their tie, you catch up on, hey, what have you been up to? That great community the magazine industry fosters here and everywhere, that's when you really get to experience it. Hopefully we gave you a little bit of a taste of that tonight. We do what we can over Zoom and Facebook and the rest of it. We need to thank our funders at the Government of Alberta for their support of the awards program, the AMPA Board of Directors for their oversight, particularly during the past few very, very challenging months, of course. And thanks to all of you for your contributions to this essential, vital cultural industry, and for continuing to share Alberta's great stories. All the work on it tonight can be read at albertamagazines.com. I'd also like to thank my co-host, the ever gracious and ever polished Kenley McQuailo. Thanks to all the folks at AMPA, and good night, everybody.